Hello, James here, and welcome to my video, which is all about money making after double XP weekends. And I'd say these are rather tips than methods because I'm going to do them quick fire, pew pew. And there's been double XP weekends in the past, or bonus XP weekends. There's just been one, so it's perfect time to do this. And there's bound to be double XP weekends in the future. So these money making tips, they're perfect for, like, I'd say medium levels. It's good for everyone really, because high levels, if they're not playing very much, if they're not like people doing bossing all the time, because I guess that's where all the main money making is, that like 4 mil up and everything is from killing monsters and stuff for high levels. It's good for them if they're not playing very much and they can make a bit of nice money on the side. It's good for low levels to know for future planning, and perfect for medium levels because it's like, I guess it's aimed at them. It's best to have high levels such as like herb lore and summoning, because the higher level the more stuff you can do. And it's good to have starter money with pretty much all of this. But anyway, the first one is cleaning grimy herbs to clean herbs, because you got to think double XP, loads of people are doing farming and herb lore. There's loads of herbs and potions to be like going through the market. Loads of people need herbs, or cleaned herbs, and loads of people have farmed grimy ones. So there's quite a bit of difference in between the two. So I've gone to the Grand Exchange website and I've compared loads of them, and I found that Avanato, I don't know if I'm saying that right, there's a nice little bit of difference. So I've got 520 of them for 2.75 mil, and then I've set up all of this quick banking thing. I don't need to move my mouse, use my quick presets in my bank, using my action bar, getting the EOC interface one out of the way because I usually use Legacy, and you can clean them really quickly. And after a few more minutes I've cleaned 520 of them. In the trade price it's 2.93 mil, and I think I get about 3.1 mil actually for them because the price of them was going up. So that was a nice bit of profit of 187k there, well, for the trade price, in just a few minutes doing this. Okay, so the second money making method or tip that I would say is do your Kingdom of Miscellania. I'm using this RuneWikia website calculator that tells you the best stuff that you should put your people on to get in the Kingdom of Miscellania, you know, your workers. While I was doing this, it was on coal and herbs, and again you can clean them herbs for even more profit if you want to. It only takes a little, like a minute or something out of your daily routines or something, to make sure you got your approval rating as 100% so you get the best rewards. Make sure your coffins or coffers or whatever they're called, make sure they're filled up. I'm forgetting my words. Coffers, that's the word. And to make sure that they're all like nice and topped up. And then when you cash out here, we get a nice amount of coal. We got 8k coal, which is really good. We got quite a few herbs and some seeds. They're not very good seeds, and a couple of gems, which is quite nice. And I think they go for about 8 mil in total. Yes, just over 8 mil in total from the price check. Take away a couple of mil from the money that you've put into the kingdom in the coffers, but in the end it still adds up to a few mil nice profit from not doing very much at all. Okay, so next up for our third money making tip, it is trading in pouches at the Ogre south of Yanil, Bogrog. And the whole way it works is you get something like 70% of the part of the shards that you would get for making the pouch. You get them back and you can profit from this, and I've actually made a video a while back. Sorry about the quality of it because it was quite a while back, but anyway, I'll put that on the screen. That's going to tell you exactly how to do it, and if you follow that then that will help you. But you buy certain pouches and then you convert them into shards, and them shards, when you trade them to the pet shop for 25 GP each, you get more money back than the pouches cost. And so here I did get 9,000 Arctic Bear pouches, 9,000 Swamp Titan pouches, almost 5k Swamp Plague Scrolls, almost 10k Bark Toad pouches, and 278 Spirit Ceratrice pouches. God, these words in RuneScape, you know, a bit difficult to say. And these are one of them things, money making things, where it's best to do it before you go to bed or before you go out work, college or whatever. And so they buying in the G because they might buy it instantly, or they might take some time. A bit like another money making thing that I'll have in a moment. While they're buying or after they've bought, then you can trade them in and go to the pet shop, and then you should make some nice money. So previously they added up to about 28.5 mil, and then we got 29.3 mil after we sold all the shards from them pouches, and we made 783k, and that is really, really good for just a few minutes work especially. Also, while on the topic of spirit shards, is the fact that you can buy them in the Grand Exchange for less than 25 GP, and then go to a pet shop and sell them for 25 GP and make some money. Again, this is one where it takes some time for them to buy over time. If you really, really needed money quickly, it wouldn't be that good because only a certain amount of spirit shards buy in 4 hours. But it's something that if you left an offer in for a week, then you'd end up with like 800k or 700k spirit shards have been brought, and you could make quite a nice bit of money as well for not doing much at all, exactly like all of these other money making methods. So I bought 313k spirit shards for 6,962k, and then I sold them for 7,824k. Because again, it is the double XP weekend, people are trying to do summoning, and they're selling their spirit shards because they don't know that you can sell them for 25 GP, but so they're just bunging them in the Grand Exchange and selling them for like 21 coins. And them few coins difference, that does make a difference when you're trading a lot of shards. And we make 862k profit really quickly. And it is probably the quickest one, requires the least effort because you don't have to look up any prices or calculators and stuff on the RuneWiki. And I do this all year round, you know. It's like a bonus 800k a week. It doesn't sound like much, but it definitely adds up. And yeah, that's number 4. Okay, so for my last money making tip, it's about decanting potions and changing their dosage around. With this one, you have to remember that the potions just after or while during a double XP weekend, they're going to be changing a lot. A lot of people will be making potions to train Herblot, and then a lot of people will be buying them to use them. So the prices will be changing a lot, and they won't always be the same prices on the Grand Exchange website. So like for all of these, make sure you check the prices first, as they're bound to change. But what you're going to do is, with a combination of the RuneScape Wiki calculator and the Grand Exchange website, is work out how much each dosage costs. So like how much a 1 dose of a 3 dose potion would cost, you divide it by 3. However many doses it is, you divide it by that to find out how much 1 is. And then what you want to do is buy the cheapest version of or variant of that potion, and then convert it like at the Prifdinus Tower of Life or at the Grand Exchange. You got the NPCs that convert them, decant them. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. And then you change them into the most expensive one, and then you sell them. Typically with this one, I tested it and all the potions bought fine, and then when it came round to recording it, what I should have done was bought the potions in advance, like before I went out to college, and then they would have bought for me, but not many of them bought for me live on the video. They worked in testing and it worked. It did work, obviously, but just not as much, didn't make as much money on the live video as I wanted it to. But here I bought, as a test, 6 times 2 days prayer renewals for 24.7k, and then I changed them into 4 dose potions and sold 3 of them for 25.7k. That's kind of a bad example because you didn't make that much, but you gained profit. So I got 78 super defense 2 dose potions for 96.4k. After I converted them, I had 52 3 dose potions and they were worth 168k. And that's quite a good example because you make about 70k roughly. But there you have it. These are my money making tips that I can think of that will help you throughout and after double XP events long into the future. Leave a like if any of this was helpful, because that will be helpful back to me. Expect videos from the usual games in the future, and I'll see you soon.